Hey, what's up, guys? Zero Selects here, bringing you guys week what week 6 of the NPL, and this is an in-conference match against Boccias, coach of the New England Patrats. He was actually supposed to be stabbed in the Chicago Sacred Fire, but he had to leave the league due to personal reasons. So best of luck to him and all his future endeavors and things like that. But we have Boccias here. He's gonna, of course, be taking over the exact same team that Stab had. So it's a pretty terrifying looking team, primarily because he has threats like Mega Haircross, Jirachi, Manaphy, and Talonflame in there, as well as support from things like Shaman, Blissey, Gardevoir, and Latias. So looking at it on paper, my team has a pretty good matchup against his, and he has a pretty decent matchup against mine. It just depends on how I want to build my team, what kind of sets I want to bring, and things should definitely roll in my favor. So for this week, I decided to bring AV Tentacruel yet again. It just works as a relatively safe switch into Shaman for the most part. I am running Clear Body, so I don't have to worry about the special defense drop and Seed Flare if I do mess to switch in on those. And AV Tentacruel is actually really fucking bulky, so I can take Earth Power Summon if he wants to go for that. Don't know how well it can take Earth Power, Life Orb, take on Life Orb Shaman, but I'm not really too worried about Life Orb Shaman because I do have Victini and Clefable to deal with it. Victini to an extent due to Earth Power, but yeah, AV Tentacruel with Giga Drain, because it also works as a switch into Manaphy. Looking back, I should have probably had Ice Beam to help me deal with the Glasgow a lot better, but I decided Giga Drain just for the recovery, and of course to be able to deal with Manaphy to an extent. I'm running Giga Drain, Scald, Sludge Wave, because of course secondary stabs actually really useful against this team with things like Gardevoir and Shaman running around. And then the last slot, of course, random Rapid Spin, because I am running two things with 2 rocks. And of course the main reason why I added Tentacruel in the first place to this team is hazard control. So Rapid Spin, very good addition. So I do believe Tentacruel to be a pretty critical member of my team in this matchup, just so I could guarantee get the rocks out of the way and let Victini basically win me the game. So yeah, up next is a Life Orb Weavile with Swords Dance this time around. I decided not to run Pursuit because I didn't really need it. I would have much rather have the ability to be able to set up on something. Although looking back, I really couldn't have been able to set up on much except for maybe Chuckle. But there was no way in hell I was gonna bring Chuckle. So yeah, I have that. Swords Dance, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Knockoff. Pretty standard because with this Weavile, Victini, Weavile with the combination of Victini deals with basically everything on his team. So Weavile is definitely going to be huge. Next is a Physical Offensive Landers Therian, who works as a pivot, not pivot switch, a switch into Mega Haircross. I also have Clefable for that, but Landers Therian is there just to switch in, set up rocks, and also help me deal with Talonflame. It has to bring that, of course. Stealth Rocks, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Hidden Power Flying, because like I said, this is my way of dealing with Mega Haircross. So Hidden Power Flying, nabbing the stab does manage to, I think, OHKO Mega Haircross. I'm not sure, I have to run that calc exactly. Like on a bulky Mega Haircross, but it does have fuck ton of damage, much more than Stone Edge ever would have. So does that. This week I'm finally bringing Choice Banded Victini, because I was looking at it and Choice Banded Victini actually 2-hit KOs his entire team. Especially now that he doesn't have Kingdra anymore. He traded Kingdra away at the very beginning of the season. Actually, before the season even started, he traded for a Gengar. So, yeah. I don't have to worry about the quad resist for V-Create. So, literally everything on the team gets 2-hit KO'd. He has no switching. So, yeah. As you can already tell, Victini and Weavile are going to be my 2 key players in this match to win me the game. Victini more than Weavile, just because if Victini gets a free switch, it's basically a kill. Guaranteed. So yeah, that's that. And after that, I'm running a Ferrothorn, hazard stacking alongside Landers Therian. I have Spikes, Leech Seed, Gyro Ball, and Protect. I'm also running Rocky Helmet, max physically offensive, so I could be able to deal with Jirachi. It was actually just my insurance against Choke Scarf Jirachi or just the Flinch Axe set. That way I could prevent him from Flinch Axing me to death. I think we'll be taking what, like 25% every turn, something like that, something ridiculous. So yeah, like I said, in combination with Landers Therian, I am expecting to hazard stack, so I'm expecting not to bring Latias, just due to how threatening Weavile is to his team. I'm gonna be able to nab several kills with Victini and Weavile. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. So in that last slot, I'm running Unaware with Fable as my guaranteed way to deal with Manaphy. I am physically offensive so it can work as a secondary check to Mega Heracross. But I am running Calm Mind, Moonblast, Wish Protect. Wish is just there just in case I don't manage to get the rocks out of the field. I'll be able to pass Wishes off to my team, and of course keep Clefable healthy at the same time. So yeah, all in all, I do feel like my team was built very well to deal with whatever threat he may have brought. There wasn't really anything looking at his team I was unprepared for, so that's really good to know. As it turns out though, he did not bring either the Manaphy or the Latias, so that actually makes things that just a little bit easier for me, in the sense that I can set up my hazards and not worry about them being removed. That's his only way of removing hazards aside from Defog Glasgow. But then if he runs Defog Glasgow, he can't have poison heals. But anyways, quick run through of his team. He brought Shaman, Gliscor, Blissey, of course, passing those huge whizzes off to things like Jirachi and Heracross, which are looking to the key players of his team. Mega Heracross, Jirachi, like I just said, and then of course Gardevoir. So right off the bat, I just know Victini is going to put in so much work. If I manage to get a Source Nest up with the Weavile, Weavile can actually win me the game. It's not, barring Scarf Gardevoir and or Jirachi. But yeah, I'm going to be relying mostly on Victini. So with that in mind, let us click play and begin the match. Okay, so I just decided just fuck it, lead off with Victini and he leads off with Glasgow. I could just fire off a Banded V-Crit here, but I know it will most likely not kill. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a play safe, go into my player Thorn as he's just gonna go for the Stealth Rocks first turn. So that's nice. I knew he was most likely gonna do that, but at the same time there was no reason for me to risk taking an Earthquake for no fucking reason. So he reveals the taunt to me. He reveals the poison heal to me. So I know if I get my rocks up, they will stay there for the remainder of the match, and there's nothing to do about that. And that is great because it just makes things easy for Victini to come in and kill. So. That's that. I'm going to go for Gyro because I am taunted. He's going to go after Shaman. Don't know if he was predicting a double or just wanted to see what I want to do. But he's going to go ahead and switch out into Gliscor. Probably predicting my Tentacruel. But at the same time, I switched out into Tentacruel because of course this was my dedicated switch into Shaman. So this first couple of turns is just a couple of double switches. So anyways, I went out to Tentacruel on the Shaman because of course I can switch in and get the rocks out of the way because like I said, I need rocks out of the way so Victini can spam V-Create and switch, and so Weavile can just come in and not worry about taking 25%. And it's already shortened lifespan thanks to Life Word. So yeah, that's that. So here I'm gonna go into my Landorus Therian, hoping to God he doesn't go for taunt. As I thought he might want to, because the switch to Ferrothorn was extremely obvious. But no, he just plays the save, goes for the Earthquake. There was also the chance of him running speedier Glasgow, but I doubt it. And fortunately, I don't have Ice Beam for Tentacruel. If I had Ice Beam, I would have stayed in and clicked in and killed the Glasgow right off of, right then and there, and I would have been golden. To be completely honest, it would have made the match like about 10 turns shorter. Or something to that effect. It would have made the battle a lot shorter. But we're gonna go into Landorus Theory, and I'm gonna take the chance to set up my rocks. So I mean, why the hell not? Rocks are always useful to have. Break Sassage, it's just free damage basically. Free damage on everything. In comes the Jirachi. And right off the bat, I just assume this thing to be Scarfed. Like, I know this thing's Scarfed. Don't want to take a Scarfed Ice Beam, Ice Punch. I don't want to get flinched to death. So I'm gonna just go ahead and switch out into my Ferrothorn. My Ferrothorn was created to, shit on the Jirachi, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. He's going to go ahead and pull a double out to his Shaman. Don't know exactly what he was picking there. I really don't know, but he's going to go ahead and switch out to his Glasgow. I take this chance to pull a double out into my Tentacruel. Okay, I go out into my... He pulls a double, right? From Jirachi to Shaman as I go into Ferrothorn. This turn he pulls the double line to his Gliscor as I pull a double line to my Tentacruel. and we found ourselves in the same exact scenario we found ourselves like 2 turns ago. So yeah, a whole bunch of nothing's going on right now. The thing is, I'm just taking damage from Stealth Walk, which is bad. So I need to find an opportunity to get this out of the way as quickly as possible. So I'm going to my Ferrothorn again as he goes for the Earthquake. I didn't want to go to the Landers today because I actually lose a lot of momentum with that, as I'll have U-turn and goes like that. So this way, me going out to Ferrothorn, I force him to go for a taunt. He does not want Leech Seed or spikes up on the field. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and pull a relatively risky switch onto my Weavile, as he does in fact go for the taunt. So you know, that's great. I got a free switch. Weavile in here for free. There's no reason for me not to go for Icicle Crash. I mean, there is a Jirachi, of course, but I mean, at this point at this part in the game, I don't know if it's scarfed or not. So the fact that he switched it in like this, not giving a fuck about knockoff or anything of that nature, and based on the damage as well, I ran a really quick calc, and I determined that this was in fact a scarfed Jirachi. Maybe banded, but he was definitely not a defensive variant, so he had the possibility of him being able to outspeed my Weavile. So I'm gonna go into my Ferrothorn, as he takes 12% from that and 16% from the Rocky Helmet. So Ferrothorn is already putting in the work right off the bat. He of course doesn't want to deal with that kind of shenanigans. I'm gonna go ahead and take this chance to go for the layer of spikes, which is great. It's definitely going to help me out a lot. Looking back, maybe Leech may have been the better play, but of course, he still had the Shaman around. So Spikes was definitely my better play. Now here I'm going to go into my Landers Therian as he goes on to his Mega Heracross. I get the Intimidate off, which is fantastic. Which means I can literally take any hit he wants to throw out at me. The first, he gets like, I think the first hit crits, which is unfortunate. Really annoying, but at the same time, it doesn't matter because he still didn't really do anything. So, I don't know what the hell I'm complaining about. So, in comes the Shaman. As I go for the Hidden Power Flying, and I kill the Shaman, which is great. This is actually really good because it actually gives the illusion that I am running Hidden Power Ice. There was a possibility of me going for Hidden Power Ice, expecting the Glasscore to come in. So you know that right there it's good. It's good for me. I might be able to catch the Mega Heracross off guard with the Hidden Power Flying later down the match. And with that in mind, he of course will not go into the last core out of fear of the Hidden Power Ice. So that's good for me. Now here he makes a kind of weird play in my opinion, going out to Blissey on a Landers Therian. I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm physically offensive Landers Therian, and I know it's not going to possibly KO the Blissey with Earthquake, but still I think it was a kind of a weird play. But then again, he didn't really have much to switch in, so I understand why he did it. Actually, now that I think about it, so never mind. Whatever, I see my opportunity to spin, so I'm going to take that opportunity to spin. I don't care if he passes a wish off to Jirachi, because Jirachi cannot get past Ferrothorn no matter what he does, unless he has Fire Punch. And if he does have Fire Punch, I can of course easily play around with that by switching on to Victini. Victini actually for the most part is actually free switching to Jirachi, aside from Body Slam if he's running it, so yeah. I'm going to take the chance to spin, which is great. It's huge for me because of course no residual damage since I switch in and out, because 2 of my walls are, you know, don't have leftovers, so that's bad. I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn again as Jirachi comes in. Goes for Body Slam, does not get the Paralyze, which is both good and bad. I mean, it's good because of course paralysis can get really annoying, but it's bad because of course I have Gyro Ball, and having a paralyzed sassy relaxed Ferrothorn with Gyro Ball is amazing. But whatever. In comes the Gardevoir. As I go for Leech Seed, he doesn't have the Shaman anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. Maybe laying down the second layer of spikes may have been the better play. But with Leech Seed, I can of course click Protect here, scout what he wants to go out into, and then go out into my appropriate counter. Because yeah, I'm just going with the assumption that this is a some sort of choice Gardevoir, most likely Specs. That's what I was assuming. So I'm gonna go to my Victini. If he had gone for Shadow Ball there, I know Victini would have still taken it. So I mean, there was really no real risk involved, unless it was Life Orb actually. But he of course did not reveal the Life Orb there, so I'm going with the assumption that it is Specs. But whatever. In comes the Glasscore. I go for the V-Create, and it doesn't fucking kill because that's a physically defensive Glasscore, and that honestly that completely caught me off guard because it's a choice Bandit, Adam, and Victini. So Glass core is bulky as fuck. God damn. But yeah, I'm at -1. That's everything, so I'm not gonna be, of course, stay in and take an earthquake. So I'll be bad. It'll be stupid of me to stay in. So I'm gonna go into my Clefable, and I'm gonna go for the Moonblast. I don't want to taunt me expecting me to wish or Calm Mind or something. I'd much rather kill the glass core now, and not having to deal with it later, setting up rocks. So I killed the glass core, which is great. It's phenomenal. I'm looking pristine right now. No rocks for him, so now Victini can freely come in and out as he sees fit. I can come in on Jirachi so long as he's not on a Shadow Ball. Body Slam, I can definitely come in on the Blissey. And I can definitely come in on the Gardevoir if it's not locked on Shadow Ball, so that is great. He's going to go into set Gardevoir now, expecting me to counter Ferrothorn, I believe. So, I mean, he got a little bit of initiative there, but the thing is, the Gardevoir is so low on health and his choice, so he really can't put in the work that he may have wanted to there, so that's the thing. Now here I make a really dumb play because I miscalculated really badly, and I go into my Weavile because I know Weavile can take the Shadow Ball. But I didn't know how well. The calc showed me 22%, but it actually did 33%. So, yeah, yeah. I wasn't gonna play any risk here. I mean, I could just click whatever and kill this Gardevoir. I'm gonna go for the Ice Shard because I didn't want to risk him being like Scarf or something. I don't know. The damage calculator will just fuck me over right there. Otherwise, I would have gone on to my Clefable and start setting up or something. Although maybe saying that was dumb because he's set Jirachi, but whatever. In comes the Heracross. I'm going to go to my Clefable. Because Lander's there is below 50% health, so I do believe he's going to get to it KO'd. I think, I'm not entirely sure. But he goes for Pin Missile, and Clefable can of course eat that up for days because it's of course a physical offensive Clefable. I can literally take any hit from this Heracross actually. Because I'm sure he has Skill Link, but those moves are really weak. The damage output of those moves are really weak, so it's gonna go, of course, go on to Jirachi. Decides to go for Moonblast. No reason for me to pull a crazy double out into like Ferrothorn or something, because the game's basically in the bag. In the bag for me. I can just do whatever the hell I wanted. He's gonna go into his Heracross. So he predicts my switch into Ferrothorn, but the same. It doesn't really matter because I have Landor's Theory and I have Clefable that both stop the Heracross. So it's no, him making the double switches doesn't really bother me at all. It doesn't. I mean, sure, it gives him momentum, like a lot of momentum. But the thing is, so long as I have these guys around, it's futile. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Goes for Pin Missile again, and Lander's Theory, of course, persists that, so that does absolutely nothing. And now I'm just gonna actually outspeed him. Kind of caught me off guard. Not gonna lie, caught me off guard. So I'm running I'm not running any speed investment on this guy. I'm running a minus speed nature, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill that thing with the hidden power flying. He's gonna go ahead and switch out to Blissey. As I'm just gonna go on to Victini, click Big Create, and basically get a kill. So that would be the end of that. So yeah, there's no way in hell Blissey's gonna take this Big Create, and I get a crit. I just actually didn't even notice the first time. I actually got a fucking crit, obliterate Blissey, and all that's left is Jirachi, which I'm just gonna go to Ferrothorn and let this Jirachi kill itself. So that would be that. That would actually be my first 6-0 in this league, which is crazy. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah. That'll be it for week 6. Yeah, this actually doesn't I'll say it right now, this doesn't reflect my opponent's skill, because he definitely made a lot of plays, but the thing is, my team was just so well prepared for his. There was nothing he could have done about it. So that's really unfortunate. Hopefully hopefully in the coming weeks he manages to redeem himself, because I mean the team is actually really pretty terrifying. Not gonna lie, it's pretty terrifying. Sticky whip offense with Mayor Heracross is basically what his team is. So if you catch him on a good weekend, you'll get destroyed. Fortunately for me though, I do have like 2 of the best counters to make a hair cross. So, and probably the best counter to Jirachi as well. So I managed to scrape by with a 6-0 win. So that's actually phenomenal. And since this was the in-conference match, I think this puts me number 1 in the conference. I'm not entirely sure, but I have no idea how the scores in this kind of league work. I'm not a sports guy, but whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys later. Bye.